Good evening, Mayor and Council. My name is Cheryl Weens, and I'm a resident of the Willoughby neighborhood. I have several concerns regarding the proposed amendments to Schedule 3 of the Township's official community plan. My concerns range from the model Schedule 3 is built on, to the specific amendments being proposed, to the way these amendments have been brought forward to today's public hearing. First, my concerns with the model. Schedule 3 is built on a professional reliance model. In this model, developers choose and pay the qualified environmental professionals, or QEPs, responsible for assessing and reporting on the proposed development activities to regulators. The provincial government is well aware of the many flaws with this model. A 2018 report on the review of professional reliance in BC specifically cites a, quote, long history of issues with poor QEP performance, end quote. The kind of poor performance that led to environmental disasters like the mine tailings pond breach at Mount Poly. If we are to go ahead with this flawed model in the township, there must be greater oversight. Greater oversight could look like increased monitoring by qualified bylaw enforcement officers and/or the creation of a roster of QEPs approved by the township. Second, my concerns with the specific amendments being proposed, and there are a few. Now, as flawed as professional reliance on QEPs is, I am concerned that the proposed amendments do not actually use the term qualified environmental professional as defined in the Water Sustainability Act and the Riparian Area Protection Regulation. Instead, they use the term qualified professional, which is not a term defined in any provincial legislation that I'm aware of. I'm also concerned the proposed amendments remove ditches from the definition of a stream. Ditches are used to manage water in rural areas and often connect with watercourses. The current Schedule 3 definition of a stream is inclusive of ditches, as is the province's Riparian Areas Protection Regulation. Furthermore, the township's own climate action strategy sets out to increase knowledge and awareness of the benefits of green infrastructure, making specific mention of ditches. I would like to see ditches remain in the definition in Schedule 3. Next, the proposed amendments create a new class of watercourse in the Township of Langley. I am curious if staff intend to review Map 11 given this new classification. Is there a length of time after which staff must review Map 11, or will we rely on developer-paid consultants or qualified professionals for this service? My final concern with the proposed amendments relates to what isn't being amended. I have corresponded with staff about the DFO letter referred to in Schedule 3, Section 2.3.2, which authorizes destructive works in Gloucester. Staff acknowledged that the letter expired in 2015, and it is my view that this clause should be removed so that any potential this letter has to circumvent streamside protections in Gloucester could be removed along with it. Finally, my concerns with the way these amendments have been brought forward. To my knowledge, these amendments were developed without public engagement and with very little notice for the limited public input we're able to provide tonight. There are many residents in the Township of Langley who are not developer funded and who have dedicated significant portions of their lives to protecting and enhancing our streams. They include arborists, registered professional biologists, professors of climatology, public policy analysts, environmental educators, and program coordinators, and so on. The Township of Langley would be wise to include these people and all members of the public in any process of updating its streamside protections. Given these concerns, I ask that you refer the streamside protection and enhancement clarification amendments back to staff with direction for greater public engagement and to address the many legitimate concerns I'm sure will be raised here tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. Not seeing any questions from council. Thank you very much.
Okay.